Good afternoon, folks. We're with you from beautiful Arundel High School Stadium here today for the next round of the National Amateur Cup. CHRISTOS is hosting JUGADORES from beautiful Western Pennsylvania. JUGADORES is the representative from the Greater Pittsburgh League. Made the 4-hour trip down this afternoon on a beautiful day. Looking forward to a great game. We apologize for any technical difficulties. We're about 7.5 minutes in. Score 0-0. CHRISTOS has had the flow of play so far, but it's been back and forth. So this is CHRISTOS in the lime green, working right to left against JUGADORES in very fashionable black and gold coming from Pittsburgh. CHRISTOS has had one good opportunity that resulted in a save and a corner kick. JUGADORES is looking for their first shot on goal so far. Most of the game's been played through the midfield. Both teams being pretty patient. They're not going to be teams that know each other as would be typical for local competition, so they're going to feel each other out a little bit. Interception there by CHRISTOS. Very patient, almost a giveaway. Plays it out of the back. Looking for some room down the flank. +2. So folks, again, we don't have the time on the screen because of the technical difficulties. So we will keep you posted. Again, we're still under the 10-minute mark, so early in this game. This is Matthew Thomas. Really excited to be back with you here on DMV Sports Network. I have Aaron doing all the hard work behind the camera, and we appreciate his work. Our regular man, Dono, is having some medical issues and wasn't able to join us today. So we wish the best for Dono. Some of you heard him earlier in games this afternoon. But what a great way to kick off this spring season, Aaron. We're excited about what's to come. CHRISTOS patiently playing out of the back. They seem to be playing a modified 4-3-3. JUGADORES is in what looks like a 3-5-1, but obviously adjusting offense to defense. When they get in the attacking side, they're throwing more numbers first, but they've got one man high most of the time, looking for that opportunity, trying to find some space. Per CHRISTOS' style, looking for a quick switch, being patient, knocking it around the back, trying to find the holes. We'll keep moving sideways to move forward. Misread a run there, picked off by JUGADORES. We have a real high-level officiating crew for you today. Center referee, national referee level, Nick Karnowski. Over on the team side, AR1 will be Louis Peng. And highly respected pro, semi-pro referee Chris O'Hare is over here on this side. As they say, referees never win, but these teams couldn't ask for a higher level crew for an early season game. JUGADORES doing a good job just kind of waiting on CHRISTOS, intercepting those passes. Both teams being very patient at the moment. Going to have a throw in for JUGADORES. Again, if you're just joining us, JUGADORES is working left to right in the black. CHRISTOS is working right to left in the green and white. Game's being played mostly between box to box at the moment. Both teams looking for an opportunity. Neither team's going to want to give up a goal early and get behind and be chasing the game. So it's been a very, very conservative style so far. JUGADORES with their first attack. And as you can see, their one attacker all of a sudden turns into 4. Pulling guys back, giving attackers time to get in. So it just transitioned into about a 5-3-1, now into about a 5-1-3. Playing it through the middle. Knocking it back. Going to try the other side. They've got two men on that left flank. Try to play the interior one. Intercepted by Christos. They had a little room had they chose to play that wider, but wasn't able to get that ball. A little bit of a breezy day today. Definitely going to play a part. Some balls are going to fly a good bit further, and one's going into the wind, aren't going to do much. Ball hit across. Christos with the first chance. Fantastic save off the line. Knocked away by defender and cleared out. That was without a doubt the best chance of the day. Brilliant play by Christos, and then fantastic goalkeeping. That's the man down on the outside with a chance. Cleared out well by the Christos keeper. In goal today for Christos is Kennard Tanner that just came off his line, wearing 0 in the bright red kit. And the great save that was made down on the other end for Jugadores, Kevin Garcia. He's got 2 so far today. That one was big. Really nice cutback by Christos, played in the middle. Looked for sure like it was going to be a goal. Then the deflection came off and well cleared from about 3 yards out. Sent 40 yards by the Jugadores defender. Jugadores trying to get possession. Ball kind of knocking around. They get it down. Looking around. Again, neither one of these teams would know each other real well, but they would certainly know reputations and would have seen some film. They seem to have a good idea what each other wants to do. Jugadores is definitely trying to get the ball down on the very outside of one of the flanks and played into the middle. That was Alex Marquez that just made the run from his outside back position, got deep into the corner for Jugadores. Christos regains possession, playing very patiently, almost too much so out of the back. Now they look to just kind of clear it out. Jugadores wins another ball in the air, proven to be very strong in the air so far. Christos with a 2-on-5. They almost find the man on the slant. Wasn't able to get quite enough on that. Again, I think even with the ball on the ground, the wind played a factor there. Jugadores trying to keep possession. They will collect the foul just south of midfield. They're not in any hurry to play. They're going to go ahead and throw some more numbers up. Allow their center back here to take this. Driving towards that left flank. Tough ball to get through to Christos defender. Sandwiched the forward there. Jugadores will play all the way back to Garcia. Certainly their style, they're not in a hurry. If there's any trouble, they're just knocking it all the way back. Garcia looks really strong on his feet there. Just like at home, I just talk to myself. If anybody listens, they listen. I have a wife, 2 sons, and All right, folks, we are back with you. Lead technical advisor Aaron did a great job getting batteries changed out on the fly. You didn't miss much, ball being knocked around a little bit. Another pretty good opportunity there for Christos. Tried to bend it in with the left foot, far post. Ball sailed a little outside. Be a goal kick coming out for JUGADORES. Player coach Ben Sinker is leading this JUGADORES team from Pittsburgh. Wanted to give a shout out to Dad Mike. And the team asked me to send a shout out to number 6. They know that you are on call saving lives. They wish you were here keeping balls out of the net and putting other ones in, but they're very proud of you and what you do, and they're missing you today. So they hope you have a great shift and hope that you can join them for the next round with a victory today. Folks, this is part of the National Amateur Championship. So these teams qualified from their local leagues. The Christos here in the greater Baltimore area. JUGADORES is the representative from the greater Pittsburgh League coming up. Proud to be representing their home area. Been a really clean, well-played. Teams are playing hard, but I believe that's only our 3rd foul of the day. Certainly haven't seen any cards, not even any talking tos or reprimands by referee Karnowski in the middle. Nick Karnowski is a local guy that has worked his way up the ranks, now carrying the national badge, which qualifies him to work his way into the pro game in MLS. We wish him the best on his way up. Young guy with a great personality, carries himself well in the midst of stress and strain out on the field. He's become a well-known teacher of the game to local referees. Really well respected at a very young age. Okay, Christos looking for the attack. Looked like they had some space on the outside, had a runner making inside cut and was not able to find them. Tried to cut it too far into traffic. Well defended by this JUGADORES team, which looks to be very solid and steady and organized in the back. Tanner played that out of his goal area. Christos patient to kind of knock it around, looking for their speed out on the flank. Patient just for about a 10-yard ball. Neither team really forcing much early. Neither team certainly wants to get caught in a big counterattack. They found some space out on the wing, looking for that cross, intercepted, gets it back out there. He's looking for his opportunity, plays it across. Oh, nice ball, looking for his man on the far post. JUGADORES defender goes down, comes out, hits it off his own forward, then cleared out. Seems like that touched the Christos forward on the way out, and it did. Referee agrees. We will have a throw in for JUGADORES after a little bit of heat and tension in the back. They're keeping their composure back there. JUGADORES team is certainly going to want to get a little bit more into attack, take some pressure off the back. The attacks are coming a little bit more rapid from this Christos squad. JUGADORES is going to want to let some air out of that tire and some heat out of that kitchen and see if they can't get down and get in their own attack. Still patiently knocking it around. Playing to Garcia. Again, just looks, both keepers look really steady with their feet. Really embodying that sweeper keeper era. We have a one-on-one situation. Oh, another great save by Garcia. He has really kept his team in this game. He's done well. Nice little nifty through ball played there by Christos. Fine midfielder making an attack through. Was able to get a one-touch shot, but Garcia was up for the task. Throw goes long over the head of Jugadores. Forward is able to come back and win it. They get a switch. They have an overlap. Christos is reading it. Forward pulls back a little bit to keep possession. Jugadores knocking it around pretty nice. They misread the run there. Certainly looked like Will Sinker was going to make that run. He instead elected to play back, pull back, but the ball was sent through. There's good works there with Marquez here on the outer flank. Marquez and Sinker looking to connect and see if they can't get through this very organized, stout, it's a nice big defensive line for Christos. Couple tall, strong defenders looking to really hold the line, keep them out. That one drifts out. Folks, we are approaching the 25th minute. We have no goals, no subs, and no cards so far. On an absolute beautiful day from here from Arundel High School, just north of Annapolis, Maryland. Sunny 60-degree day. Absolute perfect day to be out on the pitch. Nice to see referee crews in shorts and short sleeves after so many games in pants and long jackets and hats over the last 2 months here in the DC area. It's the way our temperature's going. Yesterday's game started at about 25 degrees in the morning and hit 60 in the afternoon. So perfect time to play today's game with a 2 p.m. start. 0% chance of rain in the forecast. Sun is out. Christos playing down. Again, finds that same right flank. Plays it across, well headed out. Jugadores looking for the second ball. Now the third one. Able to collect it. Again, this is where that 4-5-1, 3-6-1 that they're kind of playing is so tough when you get a ball to one attacker surrounded by 2 or 3 defenders. Christos trying to attack down the left flank after using the right so well. Not able to get through. Rennie Justin out here playing out of the middle, made the run into the left flank. He has been all over. He's been over on the right flank. Certainly some great speed there for Christos. Looks to be playing kind of a free agent, really allowed to move around and float. He has touched both sidelines with his cleats so far. He's looking a little tired at the moment, catching a second win. Christos content, knock it around. Will Sinker provided the defense. Christos patient, find somebody. Oh, nice step up. That was Nick Bridges stepping out of his defensive position to win that ball. Nick seems to be sitting in kind of a 6 at the moment. Defensive midfield, what the older crew would know as a stopper position. He's now in the chase. Christos showing some speed. Had some options, tried to take it himself, ran into trouble. Jugadores just patient to play out of the back. We'll achieve a throw in out of it. This is a winner advances and a loser is done scenario. So both teams are taking this serious and looking for an opportunity to keep advancing. Certainly adds to a team's reputation and an opportunity to recruit players when they do well in these national competitions. Ball played across. Oh, kind of out of nowhere. And a goal. We have a goal. We have the first goal of the day for CHRISTOS. And a scenario that didn't look like much was happening. Played out of the right flank as they've been doing so often. Found their man in the middle, surrounded by 3 defenders. Pivoted left, spun back right. Was able to hit a shot low and hard and just beat Garcia diving low to his left. Really pretty goal, kind of manufactured out of nowhere. That looks to be Hank Spencer that scored for CHRISTOS. We will try to confirm that number here in a moment for you. Certainly deserves some recognition for it. And looks like we're going to have our first booking. What used to be called a tactical foul, now a SPA, S-P-A, stopping a promising attack. Jugadores defender simply grabbed his man because he was beat. Probably a wise play. It was going to result in a one-on-one situation.
Orange cleats for CHRISTOS in the middle. Give me a number when you can. I think it's 7. The guy that just scored. Yeah. Is it? Closest to us? No, 7.
So that was Hank Spencer, number 7, that had scored for CHRISTOS. CHRISTOS made the most of that opportunity, played a great ball far post, got a header. Garcia up to the task. We have him recorded with 5 saves already today, which as a keeper, you're proud of that, but that means that you're probably going to have some work for you. We're just a little bit past the quarter mark of the day. Jugadores' team is certainly in it. Probably has connected more passes on the day, but the opportunities have been coming mostly from the right side for CHRISTOS. Played into the middle, had a couple good opportunities, then scored out of what looked like absolutely nothing. Jugadores with their first opportunity, trying to find sinker. Ball played just a little bit ahead of them. Runs out for goal kick here for CHRISTOS. CHRISTOS kind of settling in that 4-5-1 as they're defending. Certainly we'll see the outside flanks of that 5 transition into a 3 or 4 attacker system. Bender Jacob here to take the throw in for CHRISTOS. Still have not had any subs. We see one warming up on the side, but not sure if he's coming in or just trying to stay loose and stay warm. Big long ball played over the top. Jugadores lone forward, making a run at it. Not able to get there in time. Lewis Knoll is the man up front for Jugadores. Really given a pretty big task today. Anytime the ball's been played in his direction, he's been in a 1-on-2, 1-on-3 situation. Has looked comfortable in that, but that's going to be tough without a whole lot of help. CHRISTOS playing over a beautiful ball outside of the foot. Bends. Hanks takes it again. Just knocks this one a little wide. So again, number 7 there that just knocked out was Spencer Hanks, the man with the lone goal today. We are approaching the 33-minute. We have 1-0 CHRISTOS score line. They've certainly had the better of the attacks, but possession-wise has really been pretty even. Well defended by this Jugadores team. CHRISTOS now gets it, gets on it. Look to play left foot, gets it across. Garcia with yet another save of the day. This one going up and over for a corner kick on the far side. Jacob Bender played that with his left foot from this flank. Justin Rainey will play the corner kick in. Nice ball driven, floated in the middle. Garcia, not too much trouble, yet in a lot of traffic, fielded that well. Garcia's not the biggest of guys in there, but went up and timed it perfect. Christos, midfielder, complaining, and he took a little bit of a shot. We didn't see much on this end. A lot of bodies in close proximity. Certainly going to be some contact. Referee jogs all the way back, drops to the keeper per laws of the game. We have our first keeper punt, plays it up. We have a head on through by Saker. Trying to find Noel, but ran past him a little bit all the way back. The keeper, Kennard, Tanner Kennard. Appeared to be a handball, but we have an advantage signal and played by the ref. Christos into it. Back on the left attack, left side, great left shot. Another good save by Garcia. Jacob Bender was the man with that shot again. He's starting to pose some problems out here for the Jugadore team on this left flank. After exploiting almost exclusively the right flank for the first 25. Christos is finding some space over here on this left side. Bender showing some speed, big long strides, strong left foot. Bender's actually playing the left outside back, but Roberto Carlos Style has gotten up into the attack on 3 or 4 separate occasions so far. Got a foul there called against Jugadores. They will try to slow play down, make Christos play it negative. Christos just moving side to side, looking for some space. Have a little bit of room in the middle, up to go back sideways. Eli Belcher is the man in the middle with the great hair. He just plays it outside. Exploiting that flank. Ball just played a little heavy. Garcia would have scooped that up, no concerns. If you're following at home, it is the red lines. If you're looking at the box and you're getting dizzy, you're with us. There's about 5 different color lines there at the top of each box. Nice ball headed back there to Kennard. Well played. That was about a 35-yard header, securely sent back to the keeper. All right, Hanks into the attack. Looking for down the right flank. It's going to be a close contest. Just won in time by the Jugadore defender. JT Koch did an excellent job there. Read that, made about a 30-yard run to get to that ball. About 1 step ahead of the Christos attacker. Hanks with another shot and Garcia with another save. Well defended by Christos. Apologize, that last shot was not Hanks. It was number 5, Dan Baxter, who you see behind the play here, now on the ball. Quickly plays, oh, nice little flick. Baxter plays in the middle, finds his man. Again deflected. This Jugadores defense has deflected 5 or 6 shots already today. Garcia's had to defend his share, but they've been able to keep him off it. Foul there called on Knoll. Trying to track and mark back. No card given. We believe that card was given to 26 JT Koch. We can verify that for you. Technical staff did verify that, confirm that for us. Thank you, Aaron and staff. Only the best here, folks, at DMV Sports. Looks like we have about 7-8 minutes to go in the half. Gonna have a free kick from just south of midfield. This is Koch on it. About 7 teammates there at the top of the box. Oh, just gets it over the head of Bender, trying to get on it. Looked like it just skimmed off the top. Not sure if he would have been able to do much with it, but if he could have gotten it and redeflected it, it might have caused some problems there for Kennard. And there was enough traffic around. Certainly would have been a rebound opportunity. Kennard reads that one well, comes off his line. Again, the red line is the top of the box. So he was about 4 yards inside his box there. If he doesn't come off that, that's going to be a good opportunity for the Jugadores. They're looking for their chance, playing it through the middle. Well defended back. Patiently coming out, looking down the right flank, a little 1-2. Defended out. This Jugadores team is committed to defense. You see 10 players behind the ball for them. They're not taking any chances. They are not taking this game lackadaisical. They're going to defend hard and look for their 1 or 2 chances in the counterattack. Christos looking for a chance to knock some through. Played up to Knoll, back to Bender. Bender tried to take a man on, well defended. Belcher on it, loses it. No, 1-on-3 situation again. Wisely chooses to pull it back. Marquez gets a touch, plays it back. They get it swung across. Look like an overlap run. Held back. They're going to just hang possession, looking for a diagonal ball in the middle to Bender. Well played. Contested. Ref said a little bit too much contention going on there. Save the hand holding for the prom, they say. Christos will take the free kick, play out of the back patiently. Jalen Boston in the back there for Christos, number 4. He's really held down that back line. Knocked out by Jugadores. Throw-in coming for Christos right here, their own side of midfield. Steals about 4 yards on that throw-in. Other defender holding up the back here for Christos. Big number 13, Anthony Dragicic. Apologize if we didn't get that right. Might be Dragicic. Christos looking for their opportunity. Back across. It's about the 8th or 9th ball that they've played out of that right flank into the middle. You can see what they're trying to do, play them negatively, and they've got a couple men standing back. Another one played, this one a little deeper from the top of the box. Garcia up to the task, gets a nice throw in, tries to get out in the attack. They're going to have to slow it down. This Christos team is defending back really well as well. That was number 80, Sam Atwater, that came tracking back for Jugadores on the ball there. Back to Atwater. Looks very comfortable in traffic. Was well surrounded. Played it back, kept possession. Nice little switch. Looks like that's going to be intercepted. But a little bit of a heavy touch, and he thought his man was going to make the attacking diagonal run. He did not. Went harmlessly to the defender. Bender looking for his chance. Well deflected out by Boston. Looks like we are inside about 2 minutes to go in the half, barring any stoppage time. We only had one goal, one quick card, no injuries. So can't imagine that referee would add much at this point. Oftentimes they feel obligated to add at least one. We have a long throw here coming. Getting it in the box. A little short of near post. Headed out by Christos. Belcher gets the flick on it. We have a pretty strong foul there. Jugadores keeping composure, just trying to get it off quick. No card needed. Again, the ref has full authority to add a little bit of time at this point if he'd like to. Left foot ball floated in, far post. Looks like it went off the top of a Christos defender, and it did. Looks like that's Austin Armstrong going to take it for Jugadore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got 6 men in the box. Ball's floated across, back post, headed in, oh, just missed. Jugadore is calling for a corner. Looked like it did go out before Kennard was able to get a hand on it. And folks, that's gonna do it. At the end of one half, we have Christos 1. Jugadore is looking for their opportunity, had some chances there in the final minute. Folks, this is Matthew Thomas. And Aaron, we'll be back with you here in about 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us today on DMV Sports Media Network. All right, folks, we are back with you. Just about 30 seconds into the second half. Christos attacking down the flank. Going for a long shot. Another block by the defender. Jugadores in about a 4-on-6 situation at the moment, but they're attacking. Ball one, played across. Wasn't able to find his man. Nice ball played there by Captain Sean Atwater. Trying to float that ball across. Wasn't anybody. Christos back down this right flank. Has his man. Garcia making a nice play, coming off his line quick. Garcia has really shown himself well today. Hurry up and scooting back to make sure a ball doesn't get played in over his head. That's Edixon Morea, number 1, that was on it, looking possibly for the opportunity. Jacob Bender plays it through, trying to find Hanks. Hanks getting it on his left foot. Well stepped in by the defense. And I believe we have our first offside call of the day. Both teams really playing well, playing smart. Christos' team attacking down the right flank. Both halves, he has been able to do it completely onside the entire time. Spencer Hanks out here wearing 7 for Christos, somebody that Jugadores is definitely going to want to keep an eye on. He has proven to be incredibly crafty and dangerous. He does have the 1 goal of the day. Collected a ball in traffic, 3 or 4 guys around, pivoted left, turned back, shot right. Kind of surprised Garcia, hard left, just inside the far post for our only score of the day so far. Garcia's been up to the task on 10 shots according to our record so far. Kennard on the ball here. He's only had to make 1 save so far for Christos. Was up to the task. Great thing about our beautiful game is it's not how many shots you get or how much possession, it's what you do with them. So even though Christos has had the lion's share of the opportunities today, this is a 1-0 game. This Jugadores team is certainly in it. Going to have to squelch these attacks. Well defended in the middle. Makes Christos turn back. Looking for this right wing again. Knocked that well by Armstrong. Christos gets it, tries to slot. Little ambitious ball there. Had a man on the outside, was defended, tried to play him in space. Way too far, way too heavy. Ball just runs out with no issue. Garcia will take it. They're opting more for longer punts and longer goal kicks now to try to get some pressure out of their own end. Justin Rainey out there on the right, on the ball now, showing some great skill and athleticism. Just looks like at any moment he's going to be able to break through for Christos. Jugadores has kept them in check so far. Ball played across, well deflected out by Alex Marquez. Was had to cover back about 20 yards and jump and twist backwards. Did an excellent job. Otherwise, that was waiting right for a Christos forward in the attack. One or two touch, and that might have been lights out. But as it stands, Christos playing out of their own defensive half. Still a 1-0 scoreline for the day. Giving them a little bit more room than they probably want to. Kyle Sanderson breaking through. Long, aggressive shot there. Christian Correa trying to connect from about 25 yards out. That shot worked well for Belgium last night against the U.S. in the friendly. Did not connect here today for Christos. Atwater wins it. Tries to get it going forward. Jugadore trying to put some pressure on, forcing them left. Great ball collected there. Christos in the attack. And we do have our second offside of the afternoon. Dan Baxter looked like he had just was a step too far past the Jugadore defender. Armstrong held his line well. He will take this kick. Looks like this Jugadore team is looking for a few more English-style long balls, trying to get up in the attack. Very patient to start this game, but weren't able to get much in the attack. Nice shoulder-to-shoulder challenge there. Ball one. Played ahead to Noel. He's got a little help now. He's been up there by himself so often for the day. He's looking for his chance to send something. What looked like nicely defended. Ref on the far side said a little bit too much body in on that challenge. This is going to be the best set piece opportunity that Jugadores has had for the day. Going to need to send this ball about 40 yards. Jugadores have 8 people in the box. Sends it far post. Not quite able to get it far enough. Kennard does a nice job to go up and get it. Looks for a quick counter. It's not there. Slows it down. Jugadores does win it back. Atwater's looking to play it. Plays it through. Collects it back. Kind of in between decisions there. Jugadores staying in the attack. Getting numbers forward. Tries to find Atwater through. Gets deflected. Well defended there by Hartman. Excuse me, number 4 for Christos. Jalen Boston was able to collect that. Throw-in comes to Belcher. Plays it back outside. Across. Rainey has the most space he's seen all day. Nice piece of defending by Matt Govey. Christos will take a corner kick. They had several in the first half. This is their first of the second. Everybody's working their way far post to near post. Finds a man, gets the second ball, and another block. This Jugadores defense is just standing in the way. Shot looked like it could be much more dangerous. Wasn't collected real well. I think the forward there for Christos had trapped that ball, and we'll just say a very bad place. and then wasn't able to get the shot that he wanted. Looks like we have some mass changes coming for Jugadores. We see 3 subs waiting to go. We will try to get you numbers there. When they come in, if you can zoom and get me numbers, guys coming in. If you can help me get numbers. Guy going to right back and then the center forward. Is that 10? 12 all the way back. Is this 10 now at the forward? So 11, Aquinas. We're going to have to go Aquinas A for you for right now, folks. And that is Captain Coach Ben Sinker, number 10, in at the 9 role, the attacking forward for Jugadores. And we believe that Noah Domachik went in at right back. We will confirm that for you here momentarily. Christos looking to play back. They have not made a sub yet. Appears that they have 2 available on the bench. Sinker contests that. Forces, would almost look like a turnover. Atwater was not able to collect it. Christos able to keep it in the attack. Using the left flank this time. They've got some space. Domachek putting some pressure on for Jugadores. Goes down. Nice spin move, keeping the ball in play for Bender of Christos. And we have a goal. Goal number 2 for both Christos and Spencer Hanks. Took that one with the inside of his right foot through the shoulder shift to the right. Goal number 2. Went to his left. Then hit a second timer with the inside of his left on his laces. Placed it perfectly inside the far post on the ground. Very similar to his first goal, not nearly as much traffic. And Christos and Hanks now have a 2-goal advantage over visiting Jugadores. Jugadores are now going with the remainder of their subs. So Max Hartman in at left back for Jugadores. That is our sub on the ball. We will get you a name and number here momentarily, folks. Thank you for your patience. Christos pops one in the air. Our sub, just like baseball, get in the game and the ball will find you. He's been in the game about 30 seconds and he's already touched it twice. That is Jared Rabar. That is into the game for Jugadores. And looks like he will take the throw in. Jugadores now pushing up. Have 10 players in the attacking zone. Again, when you're down to losing 2-0, losing 4-0, losing 8-0, no difference. When you've got to win in advance, goal differential doesn't matter. Just got to try to get a goal and get themselves back in it. Christos patiently holding their spacing, their line in the back. Playing it out, a bunch of little touches. Now they're breaking out with some speed. Rainey's showing what he's got. And Garcia, who has absolutely been the man of the match so far today, steps up again hard, knocks that out, outside the top of his box. Almost a one-on-one situation with the dangerous Rainey. Garcia has really showed himself well. Oh, shot. Gonna go for a corner kick. Absolutely was headed under the bar and in the net. Garcia's really showed himself well. Great job just to get some fingertips on it, deflected upward. Gonna go for a corner kick. Aaron, who unfortunately you folks can't hear, commented as an absolute rocker that was just blasted in. Nice play by Garcia. Hank sends in the corner. Well defended out. Second ball goes to Christos. Not quite the solid contact he would have liked. And out for another goal kick here for Jugadores. Without a doubt was our hardest shot of the day. Came from about 30 yards out. I like Aaron's word here. It was a missile headed in. And it was definitely on goal and headed under the bar. Garcia did everything he could to deflect it up and over. Jugadores continuing to play in long balls. That one's not too advantageous. Won by Christos, who are very comfortable in tight spaces. And as we say that, Rainey loses it. We have a foul coming out. And that will be the first booking for Christos of the day. Rainey loses it. Definitely more of an awkward challenge, I think, than anything there. There's number 9, Christian Correa. Each team with 1 yellow card, 1 caution for the day. Jugadores, number 26, JT Koch, has the 1 for the black and gold. Again, a really well-played, well-contested game. We've not seen any skirmishes, any anger, just teams playing hard, playing well. You see 2 high-level teams that understand what's at stake, understand what the game's all about, playing it the right way. Putting some pressure on Rubba, who just came into the game, forcing him to make a run back. He does defend well, allows the ball to run out. Jugadores looking for some chances to get in the attack and get some offense. Again, we have them recorded with 1 shot on goal so far. They're going to absolutely need to take some more chances here. Appears that they have exhausted their sub list. So the guys in the game are going to be who they're going to have to ride with for the rest of the day. But they've got about 5 or 6 fresh legs in. Christos, as far as we could tell, is still on their original 11. So we'll see whether that plays a part at all. But Christos, so patient, so strong in possession. This will go all the way back to Kennard. And look to switch fields. A little pressure coming. They're going to go back to Kennard. He's looking for his outlet here. That's being closed in by Captain Sinker. Ball won well. And the Jugadores defense by Jake Plum. Just got a little away from him and went up to Christos. Rainey going in the attack. Max Hartman stepping in strong for Jugadores. Not allowing Rainey any more space. Again, Rainey has just been all over the pitch. Here he is on the ball again. Somebody they're going to want to really keep a check, especially as legs get a little heavy for the defense of the Jugadores. Ball played over the top. Flag stays down. Hartman does a great job getting it out. Nice one touch. Collected well by Baxter. Playing it across. Finds our goal scorer, Hanks. Overlap for Rainey. Plays it back. Shot across. Double deflection there by the Jugadores defense. And very calmly and competently headed back to the keeper's hands. Again, you can play intentionally back to your keeper as long as you don't use a foot or a knee. So that head was well played in traffic. Nice piece of defending there by Jake Plum. Christos back on the attack. Down the right flank. Starting to look a little rinse and repeat here for Christos. Ringbender in the right back. who was part of the attack early in the game. Ball sent out for Jugadores, and we will have the first sub of the day for Christos. What's that? Ethan? Coming in, you mean? Who's that going out? I can't tell. Is that 5? Long throw coming. Yep, that is number 8, Ethan Belcher. That is in the game, was on the ball. Eight and 17 are the E. Belcher brothers, Eli and Ethan. So the ref called back the foul that he had given on the advantage. Rainey will look to send this in. Plays a nice backspin ball into the middle. Hit initially by Christos, defended out by Jugadores. They're trying to get it out of trouble. Aquinas A plays it well. Sinker finds his brother on the outside. That was Ben Sinker, number 10, playing to Will Sinker, number 9. So right now we have the Sinkers playing the Belchers. Christos playing out of the back, looks for a turn. Well defended by Rabah. A little bit of a rugby scrum going on. AR Louis Peng on the far side says that it had just gone out. Throw coming to Christos. Time. Where's our time? 67. We're in the 68th minute here, folks. Jugadores team still about 20 minutes to go to try to get the 2 equalizers. Looking for an opportunity. Rainey, who's been so much in the vital attack today, is back defending for Christos. Again, this Christos team has the lead, and they had 9 players back behind the ball. Really impressive discipline by this Christos team. Rainey finding some space. Had Hanks on the flank, tried to send it across. Ball was lost. Sinker gets a foot on it. Nice battle there between Sinker and Bender. Bender getting the better of that one, able to send it back to Kennard. Christos looking for some room down the left flank. Rabah had overlapped up. That was 30. Vatsal Gandhi. And we have a goal. Goal scored by number 5. Dan Baxter, who has been right in the mix all day. You sure it was 5? It wasn't 8? This little guy on the far up on the top? Okay. Aaron confirming for us that it was number 5, Dan Baxter with the goal. Him and Hanks and Rainey have just put so much pressure on this Jugadores team all afternoon. And gets a little reward for his hard work. So we now have a 3-0 scoreline in favor of Christos. Jugadores would love to get on the board here. Playing down the line finds number 11, Aquinas, has a little bit of space, has sinker in support, plays it over across. Oh, just a little bit too far over the head of Domachix. And out for Christos throw-in. One of the more promising attacks this Jugadore team has found on the day. You love the fight. Down 3, 15 minutes to go on the road after a long 4-hour drive this morning, and they're still laying it all on the line, going for it. Won't be surprised at all if they were able to notch one in here. Play back to Garcia. Had a phenomenal game back as the netminder for this Jugadores team. Again, those of you just joining us, Jugadores is the visitor from the greater Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, playing against host Christos, national amateur competition. Winner advances. Jugadores with Captain Sinker, plays it out. Finds Hartman in the attack on the left flank, plays it across. Oh, a nice ball. Well contested. Kennard had to make his best save of the day. Collision with the Jugadores attacker, who is still down. Appears to be Noah Domachik. Noah Domachik that is getting back up. Truly the difference, folks, between an amateur level game and a youth game. If that's a 12-year-old, play stops. In the men's game, simply because a player is down, play does not need to stop. The ref gave him time to get up. He is back up and moving a little gingerly at the moment, but looks to be getting stronger every step. Aquinas loses the ball. Hanks on it, finds Belcher. Looking for a third goal scorer. Nice little slot down the left flank. And just going out, well defended. Jugadores team there. Two guys switching off assignments. Force that ball to run. Looked like it certainly could be dangerous. We can see how this Jugadores team is certainly known for strong defense. They have just stood in front of shot after shot all day. Cut down players making runs. Strongly contested one-on-one challenges. Been very organized out of the back. Been fun to watch them operate against a very strong, creatively attacking team from Christos. Plays it in. Nice header out by Gandhi. Unfortunately, that second ball, which it seems to have so many times today, continues to fall to Christos, who collects it and then takes the foul, the trip. About 30 yards from goal. Jugadore team still fighting back on the defensive end. 10 players behind the ball. Christos putting 8 up into the attack, 7. Kind of 7.5. Rainey looks like he's drifting. Might want to get in on the second ball. Nice ball chipped up over the top. Garcia gets word out, gets the read, gets it out nicely. Oh, nice throw. Sinker making a really nice leaping one-touch volley. Looked like he was going to find his teammate. Just got intercepted at the last moment. And then back into possession for Christos. Rainey down this flank, showing off some of his speed. Nice little touch to Hanks. Not in any hurry. Head up. Finds it across. Baxter, our third goal scorer, who collected that from the first 2 goals, the scorer. And Hanks. Find Baxter again, looking for number 2. Oh, he very unselfishly slides that across, trying to find Belcher. Looks like Baxter had his second goal of the day if he wanted it. Tried to give Belcher an easy tap in, and well defended the final moment there by the Jugadores. Gonna have a rare corner kick opportunity. By our records, I believe that is number 2 of the day for Jugadores. Looking for their chance here. Not likely that they're going to collect 3 in a short amount of time, but you've got to get 1 before you can get 2 or 3. So looking for a chance. Plays a nice ball back post. Well defended by Kennard. Gets a strong hand on it. Gets it across. Jugadores gets it back. Going to look to play this ball back in while they have numbers. Not quite getting that far post the sinker where he was looking. Well defended by Christos. Jugadores just knocking it around, keeping possession. Plays a little bit of aggressive wanting ball up. Oh, sinker gets his opportunity. Would have been offside, but certainly one that he would have loved to have touched and put in, even if it didn't stand. Really nice combination play there by the Jugadores attackers. Ball played in, header forward. Sinker made a diagonal run, got the first foot on it. Just tried to kind of lift it up over the keeper and bury it in the upper 90 on the right-hand side. Went a little further outside his foot than he would have liked. Again, the flag did go up. We will have an offside call. But as a forward, even offside, you replay those ones in your head. You want to know that you can put them in when you need to. About 13 minutes to play here, folks. Christos holding on to a 3-0 lead and a very solid defensive effort. Very game Jugadores team. Kevin Garcia with a rare bad touch. Foul coming through. Looks like we're going to have another booking. With that will go against rare Max Hartman. Touch. Pretty easy foul call there. Through. Looks like we're going to have Christos another certainly booking. In the attack. Again, referee language. Stopping a promising attack. A spa has to be a yellow card. Referees don't get any leeway on that. If they deem it a promising attack, they've got to give the card. 2 men over the ball, one right-footed, one left-footed, and Rainey and Hanks. Hanks fakes, lets Rainey take the right foot shot. Oh, and he buries it under the bar. We have a goal. We have goal number 4 for Christos. Rainey and Hanks. Well set up. Hanks free kick there for Christos. Rainey take the right foot shot. Hanks, who's been deadly with his left foot all day, took the step in. He then stopped. Rainey came up, caught it around the outside of the ball, was able to get a little bit of topspin on that, keep it under the bar, bend it right to left, just under the bar for a fantastic goal. Number 4 for this Christos team. And looks like the final sub of the day will be coming in for the Jugadores team. This is number 22, Luke Kreutzer, into the game. As a keeper, Kevin Garcia will tell you that he could have, should have had all 4. But folks, without a doubt, he's our man in the match today. Played absolutely fantastically. Kept his team in the game early when they were taking some heat. And the balls that did go in were buried well by this Christos squad. Inside our 10-minute mark here. Jugadores now playing for pride, looking for a goal. Have a long 4-hour drive on the way home. Would love to know that they put their best foot forward and were able to notch one. It's Christos squad looking almost for sure now that they're going to advance in this national amateur competition. But both teams continuing to play hard. Christos still has 7 men into the attack. Just goes through. Rainey running hard. Almost was able to collect that before Kreutzer could get over and get his hands on it. Kurtzer just into the game, does a nice job. Kind of hits that much like my 9-iron. A little bit more on the top of the ball than he wanted. We do have one fan here. We have many fans, but we have one appreciating the humor of the DMV sports. He obviously has shanked a 9-iron and feels my pain. Not a big crowd, but it has grown throughout the game. Just a beautiful afternoon to be out watching a match. Those of us here in the DMV area, we are so tired of the cold and the rain and too many days where we've had an 80-degree day followed 3 days later by snow. So we're ready for some warm weather more than 2 or 3 days in a row. Looking at an 80-degree week most of the week. Tea time tomorrow is at 11 a.m. We're looking forward to it. JUGADORES plays it back. Rainey, again, back marking in defense. I think for CHRISTOS, Rainey and Hanks are probably your men of the match. They have just been all over the pitch, looked so dangerous, never looked in a hurry, never looked bothered, rushed in any sense of the word. And both have put many miles on their boots. Nice little play down the left flank, looking to cut it back as they have so often. Another bullet ripped up over the top. Cut it back as they have so often. Well struck ball. Kurtzer looked like he had it, but when it's moving at that kind of pace and moving on you, it just doesn't take much as a keeper to think you have it. Just goes off the side of a finger and into the top corner. Oh, bad giveaway by Kurtzer. Follows it up with a great save. And then we have a sideway bicycle kick that seemed to almost be with the wrong foot. Oh, bad giveaway by Kurtzer. And then a free running follows it up with a great save. And then we have a goal. Brandon Burkholder putting his mark on this game. Looked like he was going for the bicycle kick and appeared to hit it with the lower right foot versus the upper left foot, and yet was still able to get it in. Aaron's commenting that in all of his years of playing at a high level, he has not seen that. I'm a whole lot older and don't think I've ever seen it either, Aaron. I'm with you. And then a really nice 360 spin after, just to put an exclamation mark on it. So CHRISTOS now just really enjoying the afternoon, up 5-0. Burkholder back on the ball. Finds Dragicic. Back to Rainey, who has apparently been on the ball all afternoon. Touch after touch. Has found the ball. Ball has found him all over the place. Dragicic with a nice flick out. Baxter playing it back. Finds Hanks. Goal scorers of three of our first 4 goals of the day between Baxter and Hanks. Kennard back in goal. Plays it out. He's had a really nice day. He's not been incredibly tested. Had to make 2 really nice saves. Did it both times. Second one bringing on some contact. Played the ball well with his feet. Been a vital part of his team's counterattack. You see a score line of 5-0 and you think keepers didn't have to do much. Rainey loose, but did seem to get a little bit of a head start. AR Chris O agrees that was not in a legal position to start. Rainey working his way back, now in an onside position. Burkholder taking it down, looking for his second. And that one kind of shanks off the left foot and goes wide. Onside position, Burkholder taking it down. About that. Looking for his second. And that played across. Nice job by Hartman to save it. Sean Atwater on it, playing it across. Driving the ball forward. Finds sinker, controls it nicely, drops it back. Jugadores getting some men in the attack. We have a 6-on-6 situation at the moment. Hartman fighting for it. Nice little battle going on in the corner. Well defended by Belcher. Hartman will take the throw. Down to about our final 4 minutes, folks, plus any stoppage time. Cross coming in. Jugadores has their chance. Oh, nice ball brought in. Matt Govey making a solid run near post, trying to get it in. Was not able to keep the momentum of the ball going in the direction towards the goal. Sent it back to the direction it came, just wide right of the post. Certainly one of the best opportunities Jugadores has had on the day. Kennard apologizes, hit that ball a little stronger than he meant to, up over teammate's head. Gets a little thumbs up from Baxter. The ball does go back to Christos. Atwater deflects it out, another Christos throw. And a 5-0 game with just a few cards, all that were given quick. No long celebrations, no confrontations. Can't imagine we would have much more than a minute or two stoppage, if that. Jugadores looking for an attack. Still outnumbered as this Christos team has marked back so well. In about a 3-on-5 situation. Play it back to Kennard, who's able to get it out of trouble. Rainey collects it, tries to flick it up over Atwater, not able to, but does collect the second ball. Rainey with a little bit of a stutter step, looks like he wants to go. Well stepped in. Jared Robaugh doing a nice job in defense there since he's come on. Gets beat to the outside here. Hanks has it on the left flank. Not in any hurry, looks to play it back, finds Baxter, back to Hank. Hanks tried to flick it for Baxter making the run. Well read, knocked out by the Jugadores defense. We will have one of the final throw-ins for Christos. Christos still with 7-8 guys in the attack, knocking around. Oh, and Hanks inches from his hat trick. Hit that ball off the far post. Was looking good for a long time there. Beautiful shot. It certainly looked like it was number 6 for Christos and number 3 for Hanks. He couldn't believe that it didn't go in. He thought he had it, had already stopped. Jugador in the attack. Finds sinker, gets a nice pass across. Left-footed one-timer coming from Jugadores. But unfortunately for them, right at Kennard, who collects it. That was brother to brother there. Ben Sinker found Will Sinker for the one-touch shot. They would have loved to have been able to take that home with them. Ball played up over the top. Burkhalter with another very athletic jump and volley here. Christos going forward. 6 men into the attack. This Christos team has shown incredible fitness, getting up and down the field. Attacking with 5, 6, 7. Defending with 6, 7, and 8. And folks, there you have your final whistle of the day. In the end, this Christos team was just a little too strong, athletic, creative, but the Jugadores team from Pittsburgh made a great showing for themselves, represented themselves and the Greater Pittsburgh Soccer League really well. So our final score today, you have Christos 6, Jugadores 0 on a beautiful afternoon from Arundel High School Stadium. This is Matthew Thomas And Aaron signing off. Thank you for joining us. Hit like so that you can join more broadcasts. And we have a whole season full of games coming for you, folks. Thank you. Have a great afternoon.